Hello, and once again, we are live with the Modern Mystery School UK EU podcast and YouTube channel. And today we are joined by the lovely Daniela. Daniela, how are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited to welcome you back onto the show to discuss this very cool topic. Why do any of us want a spiritual guide? What's the point of it? Is there a point of it? Is it only for spiritual people? But I want to know, why did you want a spiritual guide?
Well, first, when I entered the school, I did not really know that I'm going to have a spiritual guide. I heard, or I knew it after I got initiated. And over the time, it made totally sense because it's the person you resonate with. There is no coincidence why you meet someone and why you resonate with them. It's all energy in the end. So now, having walked this path quite some time, some years, what I can say is I love to have a spiritual guide because we have guidance in every area of life. So why not having it also on a spiritual path? It absolutely makes sense. Because if someone has walked the path before you, I can ask questions that I don't have experience yet in. So when I want to learn something, I will go to a teacher to learn the subject, right? So a spiritual guide for me is that in a way.
I agree. For us, it's kind of logical, isn't it? I think it's like, well, why wouldn't we have one actually? But you're right. In the beginning, I was the same. Perhaps we didn't know that this was actually available to us. As someone, can you tell me, is a spiritual guide in a lineage specifically? Is it different to coaching or mentoring, or perhaps going to a class that teaches, some kind of modality? Is there a difference there or not?
Yes, there's a huge difference. I hope I can put it into words because for me that goes beyond the words in a way. So for me, a spiritual guide helps me in my spiritual evolution. So it's also connected to the invisible world. And for some people who might not think, okay, what's that? I like to break it down to daily life, right? So before we manifest anything, before you go into coaching, whatever you do, you have a vision, you have an idea, and then you bring it into action, into life. You bring it into this density. A spiritual guide knows way beyond that. For me, it's someone who can reach further than I can because it's longer on this way. And it's actually hard to put it into words in a way, but in my inside, I fully understand what it means. So I would say it's more than just the physical for sure. So we have different dimensions, right? We are inhabiting. We have the physical body, the emotions, the mental, the spiritual. So a spiritual guide is someone who, when you go into a city and you need a map or a guide tour, right? A spiritual guide helps you to not get lost in a way. It helps you also to remember. For me, whenever I get in contact with my guide, afterwards, even without words, I'm back more into alignment. I'm more remembering my divinity, and I'm remembering more my light, because day-to-day life can bring you out sometimes or distract you, or your focus is not fully on there. And just having conversation with my guide is like tapping into this pure energy back and being remembered, why I'm doing this and what I'm here to do, basically.
Yeah, I love that. I completely understand. And it is something that sometimes is beyond words. It's that connection. And also, do you find, having a spiritual guide that is cheering you on and wanting you, to grow and be the best, they don't always tell you exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah. No. So since we have light and ego, right? So we have different facets in us as well. And growth is not only comfortable. Growth is discomfort. Like it's stretching, it's expanding. So my guide is not only telling me the nice things, the fluffy things, it's always with respect, but still sometimes, since she knows me over time better and better, she's pointing out the things I might not see in certain moments. So it's very helpful. It's like you can imagine it like a best friend on a spiritual level that is telling you, that knows you. That's why I say a best friend. Even so, a guide is a different relationship, but it's still someone who knows your edges. And sometimes it's, for me, I can say it's so necessary and better to be pointed out the things I might not see yet, or I might be distracted with other things. Then this is really helpful. And yeah, it's like a mirror, kind of. And like when you have a wardrobe and you don't see the corners because there is no light shining into, and someone tells you or brings the light in, then you have the chance yourself, because it's still your responsibility to take care of it. Then you have the chance to look at it and to do something with it.
Yeah, I love that. I love the way you describe that. They're just they're there to shine the light on it so that you can see it. Oh, okay. And then you've still got the choice whether just to shut the wardrobe doors or to keep them open and do something about it. So I love that. Now, somebody who is going to, perhaps be seeking a guide to help them grow spiritually, have that soul and nurture the soul and the spirit, mature the soul and the spirit. Is that really for only spiritual people?
That's a very good question. I would say no. Some people might have a spiritual guide without knowing it yet, because we have spiritual guides as well, like in the physical and again in the invisible, right? So I have my spiritual guide in the physical, but I also have other guides that are guiding me in the light. So it's all about also connection and relationship building and getting to know yourself through all of this. That's the main thing on this path as well of progression, right? So for me, life becomes much more joyful and colorful and intense if you include the spiritual. It's, for me, it's not separate. It brings something down that a lot of us might miss out or have lost along the way. But the good news is it's not lost. It just might get buried underneath things that we got taught to believe and to limit ourselves in, but there is no limitation in there.
Yeah, I agree. It's for everybody. So they can everybody can have this joy and growth. This growth. That's the important part. Now, if somebody wants to contact you, Daniela, where are you and what is your website?
I'm right now in the east of Germany, called Saxony, in a quite little town called Plauen, but I'm also I'm open to travel wherever needed. And my website will be named soon. I'm updating it. So yeah. But you can also find me on the international website of the Modern Mystery School.
Yes.
So there is my contact dates.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your own personal, experience of having a spiritual guide in the lineage and what that has brought to you. Thank you so much. And thank you. Yeah, and thank you to everybody who's joined us. Thank you. Thank you, Daniela.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And if you are not sure yet, just reach out to a guide nearby and have a conversation. Go for a tea, for a call, just get in touch and then feel how it feels. I think the best thing is always to be in the energy and to really meet the people, because the mind can tell you a lot, but your body wisdom and your soul will know immediately.
Yes, 100%. Please, reach out. Such good advice. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you. Thank you.